true is that, you know, I want to be Gavroche. There were young girls were into Gazette, and then there's we talked to someone today who's saying that the father-daughter stuff becomes, there does seem to be a multi-generational thing about the story, the Hugo story that talks to lots of people.
Yeah, there's a character in there for almost every person. I wondered what was your first day? What was your first day of shooting on film? What was that like?
Well, I remember we were talking about the process of recording, and I remember learning a huge thing on day one, because the first day I did was when the first time you see us. So we're singing, and then we start screaming and shouting "Vive la République" and "Vive la France" when these policemen arrive. And, you know, it's first day of filming, and you're giving everything. Then it got to the second day of filming, and I had no voice. So you suddenly realised that it was interesting that you literally had to go through the schedule, working out when you had to sing, when you were allowed to give the ad-lib stuff, something vocal. It was in order to allow a visceral performance, you had to be very technically on top of it. So that was my first day.
How about you, Samantha?
My first day, actually, when I arrived to rehearse, I thought, you know, it's my first film, and so it was kind of intimidating the fact that I knew who was cast, who'd been cast. You know, Wolverine. There you go. The most scary thing I could ever imagine, and so to be thrown.
Call him Wolverine.
Wolverine, yeah. Yeah, and just this amazing cast of actors. So I was nervous just generally about meeting them, but day one, the whole cast. Do you remember that day? And it was like, ugh. But we all just sat around and basically were like, right, how have we all got here? Just everyone talk through your journey of Les Mis, and I think what was so exciting was that everyone individually had such personal stories about what linked them to this musical and how hard they'd fought to get these roles. People who I just, you know, looked up to and admired as actors had fought so hard to get these roles, and just seeing how much it meant to everyone. It was like an inspiring day, wasn't it? Just to go, wow, this is the start of something that means so much to all of us. It was really exciting to sort of share that experience with everyone.
I think it's a really weird situation to jump into, to walk into, because I can't imagine on any set all the actors from Russell Crowe to, you know, to Hugh Jackman to us, you know, it's so weird that everybody's kind of congratulating each other for getting this part. It's never like that. It's just, see Annie, the first day of rehearsal, I'm like, oh my God, can you believe this? And she's like, I can't. It's just it's just beyond. The excitement level is beyond. I love that we're all on the same level at this point. We've all come down to size, and we just start from scratch.
We all sat there watching the film, watching for the first time. We all sat in a row, literally on this. I was just being so excited and just passionate to be involved in it. So it was so exciting.
You had played Eponine for a year prior to shooting. Did you feel like you retained a lot of what you needed to know, or did you actually have to try to forget what you did on stage to play it differently for the screen?
It was a bit of both, I think. I think in ways it helps to have such a sort of long-standing relationship with a character and to have, you know, explored this material, 8 shows a week for a year, and then we took it to, I did the 25th anniversary at the O2 Arena in London, and sort of performing it in so many different ways. It gives you such a different insight into this one character. But what we were able to do with this film is to take so many more details from the novel and to just to add more depth to these characters, which you can do when the camera's right there and you can see more intimate moments. And so yeah, I think it was for me a combination of combining sort of some of my past history with this character and also more details from the novel. And we were so lucky to have a director like Tom Hooper, who was so incredible working with us to develop these characters. That these are characters that people are so attached to. These are iconic characters, so we had to sort of maintain that heart and soul of these well-loved characters, but also create something that is new and exciting. Yeah.
What was your hardest day on set? What was the thing that you just had to really fight to get right?
suppose we all sort of in some ways have the iconic song moment. And it was the most supportive ensemble of actors and crew, I must say,